and I'll never get tired of saying it out loud. It feels good. So we are going to go and try to break the Siege of Kvatch. It's probably not going to go well. I've done this once in the remaster on Adept pretty early on my first playthrough, and it was super rough, right? And so this too might be very rough, as the enemies will be leveled and stuff. But we'll see how it goes. You know, we've got some decent gear with, you know, spell absorb and the like, and we really need to get our items charged. Well, the staff is at least fully charged, and we've got, yeah, we'll probably be fine. Probably. So we've already done the gate long ago, because that's how we got Martin out and everything, but right now we're gathering allies for Bruma for the main quest line, and of course that necessitates us coming here to Kvatch to sort things out. So we're going to save it first in case I can't do it right or something goes wrong.
We need...
Yes, let's go.
I knew you'd be up to it. Our goal is the castle gate. We should be able to use this door to get out to the plaza in front of the castle gatehouse. You know the drill. Stick close and keep your eyes open. Let's move out!
Oh yeah, they've got the heavy hitters all right.
Mud crab's more fearsome than you.
But we're just gonna go and get stuck in on the stage Roth. Oh yeah, there's spider danger everywhere. Okay, Journeyman light armor. Now it gets damaged less. That's good. Where's the spider Daedra? Where is she? I need to get the fire support. I don't know where she's at. I'm gonna look up and like my whole crew is gonna be gone, just slain. Like, our goal is the castle gate, and then I'm gonna turn around and it's just gonna be me. Nope. My gear is finally good enough to win a fair fight. I think this spider Daedra just did like 1,000,000 hit point damage with the lightning spell, but I'm so resistant that it just popped the stage Roth I was fighting instead. Give me your soul, Daedra. I very much desire it. Come on now. There we go. Alright, so are any of them alive? Mirandel didn't make it. Grand Amulet of Spell Reflection. I believe I already have one. Yep, I already have a 70%. Hey, Evan, good morning. We are trying to cast the demons out of this city. It's not going perfectly well, but it'll, you know, with time it'll work out anyway. I think the one guy is essential. Oh, I probably wasn't supposed to jump over there. I think the one guy is essential. I just don't know where he is. I guess maybe I do go this way. No, the castle is the obvious goal, so we'll just go to the thing that looks like a castle. But how? Through this big gate? Yes, probably this way. It's locked. So normally you like talk to a guy and he sends you to do a thing or something, but anyway, that's why I saved before, because This is a notoriously potentially buggy area of the game, but bugged indeed it appears to be. I'm going to poke around a little bit more, though, and see if we can... You know, you're having good roads on clubs today? Awesome. Good job. That's a tough level, man. It's a tough level. I gave up on that one. Okay, so it's got a moat, connects to the exterior wall only by ways of these little bridges. Like, I know the quest, like, I know what it is. You go talk to some guy and do something. I just don't, Right. So this is a problem. Can't wait when enemies are nearby. It's the other Kvatch guard. You ask, am I fire immune? No, but I am deeply, deeply magic resistant. Due to like my character's build and in some gear and stuff, so I don't take very much magic damage. I'm on expert difficulty where like you can really get hurt very easily until you get good gear and like level up and stuff. The main goal of the game, so you get it's an open world game, but at the beginning you start off in a prison and the Emperor shows up and he's like, hey, I was dreaming about you. Let's go. I'm going to talk. And he's got guards and stuff. And then he gets assassinated, right?
Good day.
And he gives you his amulet of office, the amulet of kings. And he says, take this to this place. I've got, you know, like a secret son. You have to stop this demonic invasion. And along the way, you realize that there are these gates opening up into, like, portals to hell, essentially. And normal reality is being invaded by the baddies. And our goal is to either ignore that and just live life, which you can do, but what I'm doing on this character is trying to address it. But right here... Oh, here he is. I found him.
Damn it! This is no good. The gates are locked, and the only way to open them is from within the gatehouse.
This is like the first area that you find in Oblivion Gate. That's the plane of demonicness is called Oblivion. And
I hate... We can't open that gate from out here. And the only way to get into the gatehouse now would be through the passage at the North Guardhouse. But that's always kept locked. Hurry and find Barrage Inian. He should be back in the chapel. And should still have the key to the guardhouse. Once you've got it, get to the guardhouse. Find the passage, and open that gate. Then we can get inside the castle and secure it.
And right now, so, like, this is the place, this was the first, you know, site of the demonic incursions. And so, even though I left for a while, it's all still as if it was current, except with, like, leveled up bad guys. And, where I'm at the main quest right now, I'm going around the map. So, here's, like, the Imperial City here in the middle. And then each of these places, Chaden Hall there, Leowin here, these are like major cities within it, and I'm trying to get the leaders of those places to assist with the main war effort. But predictably, they're all saying,
how can we help?
Oh, we got some assistance.
Right behind you.
Awesome. But,
I'm just waiting for Captain Mattias to...
So this is the guy that's got the key. But yeah. So we're trying to sort this out and
Yes, I have it.
to make
Why?
all the leaders feel secure so they can help us for the main quest.
That's right. I'm afraid you're in for a tough time, friend. The city's in bad shape, and it will be difficult to make it to the guardhouse by yourself. I'd better go with you. We'll have to go through the chapel undercroft, and then through what's left of the city. If I don't make it, take the key and carry on without me. You'll need to reach the tower at the north wall of the city.
Alright, so we're gonna take our new Imperial Legion guys and see if we can get them to wait here by the gate. Because there's a bigger fight when we get to the courtyard. And I don't want them to, oh, nope, he's following us. Alright, well then. That's not gonna work. Alright, so we've got a crew. It's assembled. We've got these 3 guys plus other dude. So we're gonna be rolling heavy in there. The problem is that, you know, they're not immortal, and we're about to be fighting some very dangerous people. Well, not people. Places or things. We're gonna be fighting some dangerous nouns. No, that was the wrong door. So apparently the Chapel of the Divines here is linked via secret doors and stuff. No, that's not true. They said it was true. Alright, there's not another door here. Somewhere there's going to be a door, and that door is going to lead to another door, or series of doors. Ah, Chapel Undercraft. It was this door that they said I was supposed to go into, not the big door. What a fool I've been.
Show me what you've got. This is the
Spider Daedra hits us with the Paralyze. But with a lot of people around, we're like, that's the least bad target for me to be suffering, right? Because we've got all of our friends to tank hits and hit people. I should have learned healing spells, right? Barakinian died already. I'm pretty sure my Legion guys are dead too. This is going to be nuts. I don't know if I'm going to be able to even do this. This is crazy.
Remember the Emperor! Die!
Yeah, this is probably not going to work. I don't know. Well, no, maybe these Legion soldiers are immortal. Okay, maybe. Nope. This poor man already lost his life. Barakinian, we need to get the guardhouse key. Alright, so, that's a nice sword, but we can't spare the weight. So that was so many enemies, except it was only like 4. If it keeps on being that many, this is gonna be absolutely just madness, but maybe we'll make it work. Need to get my magic item charged up. You know, I've got... you didn't get what you were wanting in your card game. That's always so sad. You know, oh no, I hit my own guy. Okay, so there are just a shocking amount of enemies here. But we've got this staff, right? And this staff is serious business. This staff will, like, maybe be able to do the game for us. Because we're fast, right? We're quick, we're nimble. Of course, there are paralyzed Daedra that exist. Oh no, my staff's out. Alright, so... now I've got a choice to make. Do we quit the game? Do we say, oh, I'm gonna have to turn the difficulty down, even though the whole point is to play on expert? Because I don't... how could I ever come back strong enough for this, right? You can't charge an item in the middle. I guess I could have a lot of staves. But this is just like so many people. Do I just run through it? I don't... like, this is a lot of stuff to just run through. But how am I ever supposed to kill all of them? Like, maybe that is what you're supposed to do. Maybe you're supposed to try to evade all of your enemies. Spoilers, it's not. And I don't... this is also deeply stupid that I don't mind. Like, that's so many high-level Daedra. How are you ever to do that? Oh, they found me. But now it's less of the high-level Daedra, so we'll just beat them in a fight. You know, 2 or 3 at a time, okay. But... yeah, I have serious reservations about my ability to do this quest. We might just have to come back significantly later when we're much stronger. Because the thing about the leveling of the enemies is... my cookie? No, I'm standing next to a burning pile of furniture in a ruined castle. I am failing. But we did manage to split off all of the enemies except those 2, so maybe you're supposed to run from them. I doubt it. Because, like, how are we supposed to get through that? Because this is what we've got to deal with, right? Can we AoE hit him through the wall with the staff? Yes. Alright, so this is how you do it. It's probably going to run out of charge before we can kill them, though. But... alright, so this is how we can do it. I found a way to cheese it, guys, because I am a great wizard. Oh no, there's an enemy down here with us now. Alright, so this is fine, actually, for we will be able to use it to recharge our staff. Alright, so this is the greatest happiness in life, right? It's to realize that the history of your character is allowing you to do it. Yeah, exactly. Like Fireball. Let's see, I don't have any like AoE destruction spells, but I do have this Staff of Thunderbolts. And it gives them shock weakness, and it has AoE damage. You might even be able to, like, shoot through the thing, but I don't even carry a bow on this character, right? Yeah, because I've got Fire Hands, which is a AoE thing, but it doesn't, I can't cast it yet. Yeah, I don't think I have anything that would let me. There we go. And, like, I do have some more of these. But anyway, this is like incredibly sportsmanlike, right? This is good. Okay, so now it'll just be 4 Storm Atronax and a Spider Daedra. And that is a manageable amount of foes. Anybody could kill that many. You gotta go soon in like 2 to 5 minutes. Well, thanks for stopping by. I think we've now softened them up enough. Because we killed like 4 or 5 of the biggest heavy hitters. Oh no, there's even more in here than I had thought. Oh no, are you joking? Oh, the portals open up. Apparently the cheese is not sufficient. Okay, so look at that. How am I ever supposed to do anything about that? Well, I'll tell you, I'm gonna run away. Yeah, that's too many, right? That I thought we had softened them up. That's way too many. We're just gonna run in here to the chapel doors and see if. Look, you can't be a hero until you're dead, and I would rather be alive. All right, yeah, all right. Now that we've run away, we'll be able to deal with this, maybe. Because again, if it's just like 3 or even 4 at a time, but like 8, no way. Okay, he just like 2-shot my dude. Like, how strong are these guys? My dino's powerful. Oh no, I got paralyzed. Oh boy. Alright, there we go. I'm paralyzed again, but we managed to get away with all of that relatively unscathed. Just popping our heal, and now it's just up to us and a Spider Daedra, and of course our Daedroth is going to beat the brakes off of them once he remembers that he's supposed to fight. Hey, Dekeko sister. Alright. Alright, maybe we can make this work. Running away, that was the key. Unless they keep on spawning in there, in which case, well, we're not going to be able to make it work. Just tons of valuable swords, but you know, they're of no use to me. Sadly, and Matthias is unconscious, so he's essential. I can't leave because I know he is just getting beaten down while I'm out here. My repair hammers last twice as long now. That's good because you know, we had to use a lot of them to get our gear back in operation. But now, man, I feel. Well, you know, this is fine. When am I gonna play? I am a wizard, and wizards are both smart and deeply cunning, and they can, you know, make things happen that you might not expect. Maybe just running away one more time would be enough, right? Because if they don't all follow me, I can just be a wizard about it. Oh, that's the slowest fireball I've seen in my life. When am I going to play some more Minecraft? I don't know. Maybe tonight? The thing is on my hardcore world, I kind of, like, ran out of things that I wanted to do. I just, like, you know, I was kind of already doing everything that I wanted to. I could plant more wheat or whatever, but you know, I had a great time playing Minecraft. I played, like, basically nothing but Minecraft for almost, you know, like, several months. I was about to give a time estimate, and I realized that I didn't remember. So you'll watch on your Switch, but you won't be able to chat on it? Oh, well, that's cool. Oh, no! These Atronachs are doing too much. But I think, yeah, we're gonna... Due to bravely running away, we were able to make it work. To think that I thought I was just not going to be able to do it. All I needed to do was turn and run. Play some of the April Fool's snapshots and stuff like that, yeah. And people have been recommending, like, mods and stuff, and that could be cool. It's just, you know, like, whenever I was playing hardcore and dying all the time, like, it was so interesting always, like, because I was learning so much, and, you know, I was basically learning how to play the game with enemies at all on hardcore, and it was a lot of fun. And then, like, I'm not good at Minecraft, but I know how to live and beat the game on hardcore now. You know, I've only beat Minecraft one time, and it was on hardcore. And so, like, I'm not that much of a, like, I admire aesthetics, but I don't like building beautiful things particularly, you know? So, like, whenever someone shows me this, like, tremendously huge castle they built, I'm like, I could have built a way smaller one, and whenever I was inside of it, I wouldn't pay attention to anything around. But, like, I regularly will spend, you know, like, 100 days on a hardcore world without building a house. Alright, we've got stuff broken again. Man, I need... What's the thing that's breaking? Is it the helmet? Yeah.
Charge the court.
And he's like, charge the courtyard, leave none of them standing. What do you think we were just doing, bro? Poisonous potato with a whole new dimension. Nice. Alright, so he is, like, really amped about this, but now he's not going to help us anymore. Now that we're inside, it's... Hey, there's fire Atronachs? Reasonably low-level creatures? Because again, like, we're a high level, but that courtyard was full of the heaviest hitters in the game. And this is not an end game quest. This is a beginning game quest. I mean, I'm doing it at an end game level. Made a block for moving parkour? That does sound interesting. But, like, I never really messed around with redstone, or... If I would just, like... So I don't really look up things on the internet for games I play, just as a general matter. And if I did, I bet like I could find more stuff to be interested in, because I could make whatever machines or whatnot. But right now it's like, if I can't just make it by being told the concept of it, like an auto smelter, or like I figured out like a pretty good chicken farm from just being told a couple of ideas, but I don't really get that much enjoyment from copying what other people do, typically. I mean, if it's like chess, sure, you can't be better than other people at chess. You can't even be better than a computer. You literally can't. Gotta go. Well, later, Evan. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good day. I'll just be here for another 30 minutes or so before I have to get on out myself. Alright, so after the courtyard being comically busted in power... Oh, they're burning the books. Very sad. I'm gonna sit in this chair for a little bit. Think about what I've done. Which is be awesome and win fights. And bravely run away. Bravely run away, away. Alright, it's still manageable Daedra. It's just when they get the summoning Daedra, because, like, roaming Paralyze plus, like, Zavali will, like, just, they hit very, very hard. You can block them, but your beloved Daedroth can't, He doesn't know how. He's just a boy. It's, they need to patch that courtyard fight though, for sure. I mean, maybe I just think I'm better than I am. I don't think I'm like a great Oblivion player. I don't do exploitative things, but like, maybe there are people out there that just see that courtyard fight and think, oh yeah, this character that I just build naturally can absolutely handle that. But I mean, but who are they really? Because it seems like the Fire Astronauts are kind of weak, and they are kind of weak, but again, like, shouldn't some of the enemies you run into that are here left to clean up be weak? Because whenever I did it early on, it was like a ton of Fire Astronauts and then like Scamps, which, they're low level, but, it was still proportionate. But I was not expecting it to be like absolutely full of the hottest heat of demons whenever we showed up, so that was pretty funny. But hey, we actually did all of that without even dying, question mark? Yeah, I don't think we even had to reload. But of course, we got through the Undercroft by our patented method of being very fast. I notice you are a Daedroth, for I am a Daedroth too. No soul gem large enough. And then, so the courtyard fight is literally like 16 leveled Daedra, And then you get inside, and it's totally appropriate, right? Just totally appropriate. There we go. Clovian signet ring in gold. Ormelius gold wine. Well, we'll leave him to burn. He, he can't be helped now. Moreover, what's this dude doing being a count if he's this broke? Maybe he's a man of the people, like a real gentle gentleman. This it's like, there's got to be a place to sleep in here. We didn't have a level up. I just like, there's got to be one, right? Oh, a yarn. We need a yarn for the Sanguinius offering. No, not Sanguinius. That's the name of a 40k character. Sanguine offering. I even think that's not true, right? Because it's for Sheogorath. Yeah. Sanguine we've already done. Sheogorath is an interesting guy. Like, what if a good-natured person was evil instead? But still, like, a very playful dude.
The Count?
I'm sorry, he didn't make it. We were too late. You stayed out here all the whole time.
This is indeed a dark day for all of us left. But I thank you for risking your own life to help us. Did you find the Count's ring by any chance? At least, this is safe. Here, take this. I have no use for it. I have few enough men to... I will send what aid I can. Bruma must not share the fate of our city.
Alright, so... Bam. Put it in the bank. We have secured another city of allies of Bruma. Bravo, Leowin, Skingrad... Kvatch, even Kvatch sends its men. So what we're going to do now is run out into the courtyard, grab a couple of these big expensive weapons. Yeah, the Kvatch armor's cool, but it's not 15 spell absorb cool. So that was an absolutely wild experience. But it just goes to show how well designed the game is. Because even when things are insane, what could I have done there? Well, you run away, you split some of them. Maybe you're an archer, maybe you're a wizard or a conjurer. But at some point, you've got to be able to beat 3 or 4 high-level creatures at once. 16 is obviously a bit too many, but then again, just use your talents to figure out a way to not have to fight all 16 of them, right? And that's just what we did. And it feels so good. Anytime you play a game like a person would and it works, it just feels great to me. I love that, like, you can't give up, you can't leave them there, but you can run away a bit, be like, all right, this is this is too much. You know, we're not a dwarven slayer in Warhammer. We're a wizard, and wizards are smart. In addition to being very fast on their feet. Speaking of, let's cast our speedster and get to running, jumping, sliding down hills, and standing. What an awesome Oblivion gate! Absolutely nailing the aesthetic of seizing upward from the ground, just like a punch of Mehrunes Dagon out of the earth. Beautiful. This is gonna hurt. Oh no, it's not so bad. Yeah. It's definitely like a hard amount of damage per unit of height dropped, and not a percentage one. Even with acrobatics involved in it at all. Penarius Aventius, man, you are looking handsome. Look at this dapper guy. Daedric boots, glass sword, mithril shield, orcish armor. I love the orcish armor. It looks like it's got a little door knocker on the front of it. I'm sure you wouldn't want to try that on somebody wearing the orcish armor, though. I'm like, is this an enemy? No, this is Maik the Liar. Hey, Maik, tell me something good. Maik has already run away.
Good to see you.
Man, that fight was hairy, though. It all worked out at the finish. Those fights in the tunnels, I don't know like how that would have worked either, but running through it, you know, went very well.
What can I interest you in?
How about 20 repair hammers?
That seems a fair price. That seems a fair price. Thank you for... Goodbye.
We'll be at 50 mercantile soon, which I believe lets you buy and sell to all merchants, regardless of their preferences for things. We're just going to stop in here at the guild and see if they've got any spells that we might want. We are, of course, not a member of the guild.
Hello there.
We are a necromancer.
You too.
I'm Baralorn. Goodbye.
But that doesn't mean that we aren't welcome to come in and engage in commerce in the guild. They don't know that I'm a person that they kicked out for necromancy, and I'm not telling them.
Quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in? You got a great deal there. You drive a hard bargain. You too.
Mark, what can I interest you in?
Here we go. This will be something. Absorb health, maybe. To have fortify health. And we'll want these just for
Another good day.
just for the spell book. So you never know when you're gonna want to craft a spell that uses, you know, that, or for enchanting, of course, which is probably even more applicable. But High Roblox is good. No, I'm not gonna do what you said.
You have the hands of a healer.
Hey, you.
I love Anvil. It's a great place. Beautiful town. I spent so much time here on my my first playthrough here.
We have orders to leave everything just the way it was. Take care.
That's right. The old chapel got massacred. The old Anvil Chapel massacre. But we're not going to worry about it. We need to secure more allies. The Castle Anvil. And man, is it a great castle. Sure, you could just walk up to it. But you'd have to swim across the little moat, and that's harder work than it sounds. While in Oblivion you can swim wearing armor, in real life it is slightly more challenging than that. It requires a strong theoretical foundation in buoyancy and other avenues of life. Alright, so we need to speak to the Countess. And she is not up and about. Ah, here we are.
I'm Barrelord. Be seeing you.
It's you. Hi. What can I... We'll be... Take care.
Bunch of empty display cases. Where is the person in charge? I'm just gonna sit here in this chair and wait till morning. I'm a very important person. You know, like I'm the hero of Kvatch, and I'm, you know, locally famous for various things in various towns. I've got letters of recommendation. So I'm just gonna sit here, you know. We're allowed to wait in their throne room. We're important enough. And now that we've caught some Z sitting in a chair... Ah, the Countess Leowyn, Milona Umbranox.
Milona Umbranox, Countess of Anvil. I hope you enjoy your visit. I trust you will give us no cause to regret our hospitality to strangers.
And now we will ask if she will sedate Bruma, and 10 to 1 she says, will you close an Oblivion gate for me?
I would like to send help to Bruma, but I cannot risk weakening Anvil's defenses with that Oblivion gate open outside the city. Bye.
Bye.
I'm listening.
Well, we will go get it. And, I think we're probably going to be, you know, it's going to be a clever gate again, where we just, you know, where we try to show off.
Well met.
Of course, if I really wanted to show off, I would have Fortify Acrobatics nonsense going on, but, you know. Alright, and we need to go to this gate outside of Anvil here. And swimming is for chumps. We're just going to run on top of the water. That's what's hot on the streets this year. Everybody's just running on top of water. There we are. Picturesque. This one actually doesn't look nearly as pretty relative to the landscape as the other one on the other side of the mountain did, but this is the one that she wants us to close. So this is the one that we'll close. An actual scamp? My stars, it's been ages since we've seen someone so weak. You do want to close Oblivion gates after... You want to go in after you've dealt with the guys outside, because they're still here once you close it. And sometimes, you know, depending on how you left a gate, you could be in a real weird situation. I'm so much tankier now. But, you know, I got the rings for damage reduction on attacks, and then we've got physical damage reduction from our shield enchant, and, you know, the percentages add up pretty quick. Plus we have probably a ton of HP, like 500. No, not that much. 380, yeah, that's quite a ton. Because your magic stacks it to 250 and then it stays there, but your health keeps going up every level. I think fatigue too. Three more levels till a blade breakpoint. That'll be nice. We're just gonna... And now it is ready to go. I have the wrong necklace on. Alright, so... This is one that probably wants me to go around, but y'all know we're not gonna go around. And this is like even a low acrobatics character. If I had a good acrobatics stat, you could, or you know, what I should do is, you know, make a spell for it. I just haven't yet. But even with our limited abilities of jumping, we'll just do this. It'll be fine. Sometimes you just have to say, I bet if we circle around, we can get the vertical aspect much easier. And you know, that's what wisdom is. You know, you've got to look at the polygons and think, what do I think the logical architecture here is? How can I use what I believe the structure should be in order to make my way up it? Now, of course, there's a lot of schools of thought. One is just take the path, just play the game. But who am I? Am I that guy? I am not. We are the ones that don't slow down at all. And we're just gonna go around the side here until we find the entrance, right? It's got to be here somewhere. Are we too high up for the entrance? Is the entrance lower? Possible. Nope. Okay, that thing with the crystal east part, that was the door. Anyway, it's possible that we could have just walked up this whole side, but I think you can all agree with me when I say that climbing the wall is better. First of all, we've been fighting lots of Daedra, but we haven't been climbing as many walls as we might. Lesser Staff of Fire is terrible. We'll take it anyway. Grab a soul, throw it in. Alright, so the door's there, which means just on the opposite side is the next area. Okay, we got some real heavy hitters here. We got some real beefy boys. Yeah, I don't know how much we want to be taking these fights, bro. Yeah, there we go. We'll get them into a nice place like this where their numbers will count for nothing. Okay, their numbers still count for something. They still got enough numbers. Alright, got him. Daedric Warhammer. My oh my. Weighs 93, sells for 5,000. But you know what that means? That means we could find them that will drop Daedric swords now. Daedric long swords. The strong swords. Of course, they weigh an absolute ton, but, you know, they get the job done. This Dremora is horribly outmatched. It's a mere Kinreeve. And he has already been slain. Get wrecked, Kinreeve. Never should have come here. Daedroth, good, good. Did I try Atomfall? No, I don't believe so. I don't even know if I've heard of it. Spider Daedra being very spidery. They nailed the Spider Daedra animations. I'm so glad I'm not, like, afraid of spiders. Because, man, oh man, the way that they skitter would get to me. They really got it, you know. Because I'm not, like, afraid of it, but, like, the way that a mantis or a spider moves and you're looking at it really close, like, it's still, like, you know, it's chilling, right? Even if it doesn't inspire fear. You're like, oh man, those legs are really, really going, aren't they? And we've got one more Daedroth to deal with. We're just going to tank another hit. No, we're going to heal up and bash. Little late there. It's like Fallout with a mystery. Oh, cool. It's on Game Pass. Yeah. I've thought of getting Game Pass because it seems kind of cool, but I often only play one game at a time or just a couple games for a while. So I feel like, because I already have so many, it would just be a subscription that I didn't use. And that's why I've avoided getting it. But I think it's awesome. Like, it's super cool. And if I didn't have a big game library, I would probably elect to do that rather than start buying more games all the time. But I have something like 800 Steam games. And a bunch of them, like, are probably not very good. I haven't played almost all of them. But I have a subscription to a place. It's called Humble Bundle. I've been a member there for many years, but they give you every month, it's like, I forget how much, 13, 14, 50 bucks or whatever, but you get like Steam keys or other like keys on other systems if you prefer, but you know, I use Steam to like 8 games a month, and they're permanent. So like that's basically my subscription that I prefer. They're not like new games, but if you don't play games right when they come out like me, then you know, it's like it's a way to get them. Once I forgot that I was paying for Humble Bundle for like 2 years, and then so the keys were still good. So whenever I you know, realized I had been doing it, I had a couple hundred new games. And sure, I had technically been paying for them, but not in a way that I noticed, which is basically like not paying at all. Dremora Valkans, that's like the top level. That's like, he might actually have gear that we can loot off of him. this guy, oh yeah, never should have come here. Getting it done. I'm like, that's going to be like a proper Daedric Warhammer. It's going to weigh too much for us to get, though. Yeah, so these guys actually have the armor on them that you can loot. But we can't carry it. Alright, so... it's heavy armor, so we don't want to use it ourselves, which is kind of sad. Like, you know, the greatest armor in the game is always heavy armor, and there's not like a great equivalent to it, and that's how it is in Skyrim too. I mean, you've got the Dragonbone stuff, but Daedric is the greatest because it looks cool, not just because it's got the best stats, right? Oh, look at this poor sod. Well, we shall give him the mercy stroke, and by the mercy stroke, I mean we will allow him to be slain by a large dinosaur. That is what will pass for mercy here. And then some soul gems. That would be the... there might be like one or two more minor, like one minor chest, but that I think that's the best one, so... just a grand soul gem instead of some other item in here this time. Definitely combat feels better after I got my, you know, my better sword. Which makes sense, you know, we were using an entry-level sword for quite some time. But there we go. We will pull the sigil stone out. I wonder what kind it is. Alright, so we got a resist disease one, that's Garbo, but this one is Fire Shield, which I think is like... I think it's shield plus fire resist. I need to look it up, but I think it's just amazing, right? I think it's fire resistance plus the shield enchantment is how it works, I think. I just need to look it up. Which makes it a very, very great item. Because fire resist, you know, due to the Daedra of Oblivion principally being fire in affect, although you could fight, you know, Storm Atronex and Frost Atronex sometimes, and, you know, you'll get a frost spell out of a Daedra every now and then. But a marvelous and resounding success. And of course, I don't know how long the process of getting up to the tower would be, but even if it would have taken less time than walking around the side and jumping up to the door, I am who I am, and no one's going to change me, right? Like, maybe there's something to being the one who you are, and I'm the guy who likes to jump around the outside. I don't want to cheese the whole thing, although, you know, if you get to a certain point, you're like, well, why don't I? Why shouldn't I? I kind of don't want to finish the Oblivion Crisis. I kind of want to keep on closing gates so that I can keep on getting these awesome enchantment items. But, you know, saving the world is more important than absolute power. Or so I've been told. We need a new helmet, and then we can throw that Fire Shield enchantment on there. I'm so done swimming. We are running on the water top. Now, swimming is better for, oh yeah, the cave under Castle Anvil. Well, we're not going to go there. But that's where the Pirate Cove is. And it's awesome, but I did that on my previous playthrough. It's actually not as awesome as it could be. It's not as cool as Frostcrack Spire is. It is awesome that it's there.
Greetings to you.
Look, when you finish the crew, you don't have a boat at the end. They just leave and claim to go on a boat. And nobody promised me a boat. I didn't know that that was a thing in there anyway, but when I found the pirate boat and I developed a pirate crew, I thought I was gonna get a boat. And when I didn't, I didn't feel robbed, but I did feel disappointed. We'll wait an hour. Perhaps she'll be here. Nope, she has retired early in the night, so we will politely wait on a bench until 8 a.m. and tell the Countess. Umbranox of Anvil, which is a sweet last name. It means like the shadow of night. So you got Umbra for shadow and Nox for night. Or Nyx for night. Anyway.
Well,
It's sort of like the shadow of night. And it's a very cool name.
Better to have someone like you around. I've heard that you've closed the Oblivion gate outside Anvil.
Yes,
I honor
that was
you
me.
for your bravery and service to my city. With Anvil safe for the moment, I will send some of my best soldiers to bolster the Bruma garrison. Don't. Take care.
Alright, so that's marvelous. We'll be able to make a big chunk more money.
Well met.
Off of this Daedric stuff, and I think we're, yeah, at 12,000, we're approaching genuine wealth here. Probably hit 50 mercantile when we go in. Need to stop off at Frostcrag Spire. Of course, we don't really fast travel on this character, so we'll run up there eventually. We're not going to do it right now, but probably next video, and get a bunch more spells and enchantments and stuff made. But we'll be able to stop at the Imperial City, buy the candles to activate the enchanting station, and buy some other stuff to flesh out Frostcrag Spire as a living area.
Good.
And that will be very exciting.
May I interest you in some of my fine wares?
Okay, there he leveled up, so now he can buy everything.
An excellent bargain.
We sell one of these Grand Amulets of Reflection.
An excellent
Not
bargain.
the other one. We quite need the other one.
You drive a hard bargain.
All these scrolls, which we'll literally never use. Not if I live 1,000 years will I ever use a scroll in this game. There's just not a logical way to do it. Alright, so here we buy a Mithril Helmet. Yeah.
You too.
We'll buy a Mithril Helmet, and then we will throw the Fire Shield stone onto it. It's not how to spell. Oh yeah, looking awesome. Yeah, so between the Frost Shield ring and normal shield, yeah, so we're because I think these things are the resist plus the shield, I'm pretty sure. So that's 34 there, and then another 35 of normal shield. Yeah, so we're at like 65 physical resist, I think, now with our various levels of shield, I believe is how it works. And then, and you know, like 85 is the cap, but we're also at like 65 magic resist out of the box. We're this is a good build that we've got going on. It really is solid. And now we're just going to run up to Coral. Not going to be any more combat, probably just running and talking, and then I'll have to end the video there. But the happiness of just running through the lands of Oblivion can never be overstated. Not by me, anyway. The paragon of understatement. So we'll hit up Coral, and then we'll go to the Imperial City, and then probably loop around to Cheydinhal and do that, and then end up at Bruma for the end of the loop for allies for Bruma. I don't know if this Allies for Bruma thing is, like, mandatory. The more I play of Oblivion, the more I realize that my memories of so much of it are very hazy. Not like my memories of characters and what they say and do. Like, once I get to an area and they start talking, I'm like, oh, that's this guy and this is his deal and he's a jerk and whatever. But, like, you know, the other stuff, all the nuts and bolts of it, which I wish I didn't remember the story beats so well. I wish I didn't see a person and think, wait, this is the guy that betrays you, right? But, you know, sometimes also the game does a good job of presenting the people in a suspicious light, you know. The voice actor seems a bit off and, like, short with you. There's unfriendliness. The character model is, you know, shifting around or whatever. And then before you know it, you're like, oh, right. This is the person that's going to try to rob me. I remember. But hey, at least we've got our Fortify Speed spell. It'd be better if we threw Athletics on it too. Be better again if we had, like, Restore Fatigue built in. But hey, you can't have everything, at least if you're me. And although you're a great wizard, you're not the best wizard yet. You know, not joining the Mages Guild is a fun restriction. Of course, we ended up being able to sculpt our own spells because of the Frostcrag Spire add-on. But it took a while to be able to get to that. But no, the guild's fine, but getting the recommendations, you know, if you feel like you're supposed to be saving the world, it can be a little obnoxious. To like, wait, you want me to, like, talk to this girl for you? Talk to her yourself, you loser. But you're not allowed to say that. You have to say, sure, I'd be delighted to help you, respectable guy who doesn't have issues. You know, it's very important to be polite when you're trying to get in good with the guild. That's how they get you. Oh yeah, we are dragging a. Oh, you know, they're actually kind of scary, aren't they? Look at how quick they bound. They've got that high speed, but when they go to jump, their lunge is actually significantly slower than their movement speed is, right? So they get there, and then if they're following at speed, they're never going to hit you with the lunge because they're not lunging forward, they're lunging from a position, and the lunge has its own speed. So that's pretty funny. This is the sort of thing you only notice if you're a lot faster than mountain lions and you drag them, which is the thing that normal people do in Oblivion. Alright, let's kill them. Explosivo! Hey, what on earth? Oh, he's helping me with the mountain lions. Maybe he's my friend. Hello, Bandit Hedge Wizard. Hey, why'd you hit me? I thought you and me and these lions were not friends. Now I'm gonna have to hit you with my sword. I missed. My worst? I already was doing my worst. You're still alive. Stand still. I want to hit you with this stick. Wizard fight! Wizard fight! Alright, that's enough of that. Have you met my dinosaur? Well, you know, I'm sure he's sorry he helped me now. Ooh, an ebony dagger. Marvelous. Just what we needed. I will say I wish the camps in Oblivion had slightly better stuff at them. Because they never do, right? I guess it's nice and realistic, but they never have better stuff at them. This dude's real tough. Just like a billion HP, but how tough is he compared to a Daedroth? Not very. Battle Axe of the Blaze, yeah. Ebony Battle Axe with some fire on it. Feels nice. We'll be able to sell that for a pretty penny pinch of septums. That's not how people talk about money, but that's how I decided to. And you can't take that away from me because you didn't give it to me in the first place. And we're just gonna repair some trash. There we go. Feels good. Ogres are grand souls of memory serves, which always feels nice. Because they are not tough enough to be giving you a grand soul, but they have them. Which, you know, that's a very good thing for both leveling up your stuff and if you're ever trying to get, like, I'm like, this mountain lion thinks it's creeping up on me. It is not. If you need, like, grand souls for enchantments, if you go a place that you know you can find the ogres, then they're an easy fight, right? Most grand soul bearing things are real tough. Like, even a Daedroth has a lesser soul than that. But I mean, maybe the ogres used to be strong, and it's just that my character is finally, you know, in shape. Yeah, I think the fire shield definitely is as I thought. It's fire resist plus shield. Oh, we forgot to get the soul trap, and he burst up into the sky. We need some new pants. These break all the time. But we're getting into too many brawls on the road. The idea was just to be traveling here. I was supposed to be ending this video about right now, but we're only 2/3 of the way there, so let's get to sprinting. We're super quick. With our shield flowing behind us in the breeze. This is just a regular troll. Explosivo! Alright, well. I was going to Explosivo him. That your magic doesn't keep on increasing with your level is, you know, I guess it's fine, it's balanced, you just need better gear or whatever, but I definitely need to get a better magic pool. But I guess my destruction is relatively low, right? 63, yeah. And this was a spell that was basically as good as you could make it for a 50 level, so it'd probably cost like a quarter of what it does at 100 destruction, but when am I ever going to get 100 destruction? These are questions. I mean, not likely today. Do you think this is going to be the one that the Countess has a problem with? Do you think this gate's going to be the one where she's like, hey, by the way, I can't help you until you've done this? Or do you think she's going to be like, you know what? I don't want to be like all the other leaders in the whole place. I'll just let you have it. I don't know which it'll be. But we won't find out today. For unfortunately, the time grows to a close, and I must put on my boots and go to work. I wish I had more money than I have. It's not very punk rock, but I need to pay my rent. And that's all I've got for you today. So thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I really hope you've enjoyed. Some crazy combat there at the beginning with the cleansing of Kvatch, and then some cheesy running around the outside of a tower garbage in Anvil. Classic play for both sides of the aspect of the wizard character. But I will perhaps see you later on, and that'll be that. So maybe in 12 hours or 13, I'll be streaming something else. But if you're seeing this in the future, disregard all the time-sensitive information. I hope the weather is nice, and au revoir.